All right, welcome America, welcome Taylor Swift to Piecewise functions. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna love it. You guys look super excited for this. Okay, so we're gonna do problem 3 on this worksheet. I hope I get a chance to attach it. I should be able to attach it. And we're going to start with number 3. We probably will only get through one problem. So, piecewise function. This piecewise function has been separated, it's been broken up. We only need 3x plus 5 for x values less than or equal to -2. And we need y equals x minus 4 for x values greater than 2. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a vertical line at x equals 2, or sorry, no, I've got 2 separations here, right? The first one's at -2. And the second one's at 2. Glad I caught that. So what it appears is we need that first line, y equals 3x plus 5, for x values less than or equal to -2, so over here. And then I don't see any graph between -2 and 2. But we need the second graph, y equals x minus 4, for x values greater than 2. So we're gonna have a nice big part there that we don't have any graph in. All right, so how do you graph from algebra 1? How do you graph y equals 3x plus 5? You start with the y-intercept 5, and I don't need these points, but I'm just gonna kind of put them on here to help me graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my y-intercept. My slope is 3. And I know I need this graph for x values less than -2 over here on this side of this yellow highlighted line. So instead of going up 3 over 1, I'm not going to need the graph that direction. I'm going to go the other way. So I'm going to go down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. At that point, I'm going to need, because it's on that line, we need this graph for x values less than or equal to -2. So let me keep going. Boom. There. So where I started, that little blue dot there, I'm not going to need that. That was just to help me figure out where my graph is. How are we doing? All right. Happy Friday. Okay. So second part of our graph is y equals x minus 4. I'll do that in green. So that means I've got a y-intercept of -4 right there. Slope is 1. Now I'm not going to need these points because we only need this graph for x values greater than 2. So the point that I just made, I'm not going to need. We need values greater than 2. So I'll need that one and that one and that one. Oops, back up. There we go. So there's going to be a hole right here. It's not filled in. So when you have a closed circle, remember from algebra 1, if you had x values greater than 1, that was an open circle because it was just greater than 1, not including 1. And if it was x is less than or equal to 0, you would include that value by putting a closed dot. This is the same thing. This is a closed dot, that's an open one. And now we're gonna go ahead and evaluate. So f of 2, where am I gonna plug that 2 in? We've got 2 covered in this first one right here, looks like, right? No, we don't, I lied. We don't have 2 at all. We don't have 2 at all. Our first equation, we've got y equals 3x plus 5 for x values less than or equal to -2. 2 is definitely not less than or equal to -2. And our second equation we need for x values greater than 2. So we don't have any equation graphed for an x value of 2. So that's going to be undefined. What about f of -3? Okay, that can be plugged into this first equation here because that is an x value that is less than or equal to -2. Are you with me? Okay, so what is that? 3 times -3 plus 5. Let's verify. Can we verify it on the graph? -9 plus 5, -4. So we've got negative 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is, verified. It's on our graph. Oh, so let me put that in there, negative 4. And 0. 0 is also not on our graph, undefined. Because we have no graph for x values in between negative 2 and 2. And 0 is in between negative 2 and 2. So there's no graph there. Good? Questions before I close out? All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out. Make sure you go to the game tonight at Woodgrove. It's going to be fun. And it's a USA out. So we're red, white, and blue.